Okay. The song Freak, in the song you have, there's like a list of requirements how the ideal man should be for you. Yeah? And like, when I listen to it, I was going, but those are normal requirements. So why do you say this man should be a freak to meet these requirements?
I think it's more that still within society, it's like two men kissing freaks people out.
Okay.
You know, two men being intimate, two men just desiring and looking for what everyone looks for. We all look for what we all desire and what we all want. We want to be loved. We want intimacy. We want to be loved, to love, and we want intimacy and care and nurture, that kind of stuff. Yet there are still, regardless of legislation, and I always try to point this out in interviews, that legislation is legislation, so that is actually something that a government can give and can take away. But outside of that, the idea that someone could just still be beaten around the head by a brick because someone has seen him kiss another man, it's that kind of stuff. And so, and also, but the lyric, you know, it's like, you know, someone looking for someone, you know, to join my show, not a ringside seat. And again, there's still this little part of me that still tries to say to him, you know what, stop fucking hiding in the fucking shadows, you know. Try to find the courage, try to believe enough in yourself that even though the consequences could be quite disturbing, you still have to take that step, because there's a song, you know, the greatest thing you'll ever know is to love and to be loved in return. And to do that from the shadows and to keep that secret, that people don't know that you have a partner, that people don't know you're in love because of that man's gender, is you know, because it's another man. That kind of depresses me. Again, the song is a bit of fun because I didn't want to be too heavy. It is fun, but it's basically saying, you know, I still believe that you have to take that step, you have to be honest, or what's the point? What's the point to have a boyfriend when you can't actually just be, you can't celebrate that, or have a partner or be in love, and you can't just celebrate that and be natural and just around that situation, because you always have to think about where are we going, who's going to see us, who needs to know, all that kind of stuff, you know.
It's frustrating,
and that's so that's what the freak is. And actually, for me, it's like, you know, it's you're a bit of a freak if you actually take that stance, because it's like you're going against. Because I still believe, you know, that there is a huge, massive number of closeted relationships out there, you know, and that's kind of sad, really, because it's like the enemy within. You know, because they're the ones who basically say to a wider reactionary person, look, see, they're even scared to be who they are. They're full of shame, full of guilt, full of fear, all that kind of stuff. So that's really where it's coming from. But at the same time, there's a fun lyric in it as well. Because if you wanted to be in a relationship with me, you really would have to be a freak, because I'm fucked. You know, I'm totally fucked in the head. So to have a relationship with me, you really would need to be a bit of a freak.
Is there going to be a time in the near future where fans are going to be able to listen to these songs live? Any tour plans?
Well, kind of working towards that. The reality of doing live stuff is it's expensive. If you're a band and you start out as a band, then it's kind of great but if you, like myself, and you don't have a band, so then you have to find musicians. And it's expensive business, you know, that many musicians, and then all of the extra stuff that's around that, the travelling, the hotels, all of the stuff, everything, it is expensive, and unless there is some rich old homosexual that doesn't know what to do with his money and just wants to see me play live, you know, get in touch.
Any other plans for 2015?
Yeah, we're working on a possible project to do an album for the backing singers, which is great fun, and they really want to do it. So it's going to be another kind of disco kind of homage to, like when Barry White used to do this kind of off shoot called Love Unlimited, and he used like the backing vocalist to do all these tracks, and so we're doing a kind of homage to that period of people like Cyrone and Love Unlimited, where you would have people write the songs, but they would take some women, some backing vocalists to do all the vocals. So I'm specifically writing for these kind of like vocals. So we're making this kind of this production.
Okay, it's not going to be a Jimmy Somerville album. No, it's going to be something.
Yeah, because John and myself, we kind of thought, because we don't really call ourselves any name, we don't have a production company, we don't have a little team thing, so we now have called ourselves Hot Plate. And in the 70s, if you had a hot plate, it would be like one side of the 12-inch would be just pressed and rushed out to the DJs. You know, that's what happened. That was the first thing that happened with Donna Summer's Love to Love You Baby. They wanted the extended version, so they had to make a longer one, put it on one side, and then rush it.
Okay.
So it's called a hot plate.
Okay.
So it's just like, you know, it's hot off the vinyl press. So we've called our little company Hot Plate. So we're going to do that as a production and then put other stuff out with it. So
cool.
That's the plan.
Sounds like something to look forward to.
Yeah, and it's already, we've got most of the songs, so we just have to get the time to start putting them into production.
You're talking about Hot Plate, the new album Homage is actually going to be released?
No, it's LP? It's on the vinyl.
On the vinyl too.
Gatefold vinyl.
Yeah, gatefold. Yeah. Was this like part of the homage to
absolutely.
disco? Okay.
John and I, it's like we just got so excited about the idea that it'll arrive and we'll be able to open it and then just open the gatefold.
Okay.
So on the centre it's just got Homage in big silver kind of letters, and then the back is the picture of the man with the globe, and then a whole kind of view of Manhattan from the 1970s. Because again, that's kind of like, it's almost like acknowledging the birth of a sound.
Yeah.
And for me, it's really amazing, because you will go somewhere and you will hear obviously music, contemporary music. You'll hear music's in the charts, you'll hear music from new bands and stuff, and then suddenly someone will throw in a disco track, and it will be Chic from 1974, and everybody knows it and everybody loves it, because there is something very, even people who are quite kind of like think they're really cool will not stop their toe, you know. They may not dance, but the toe, the toe tap, and disco can do that. You know, there's some shit disco, but there's shit everything. You know, life is kind of like, you know, life can be roses and a pile of shit. So just like music,
it's like the ABBA thing. You know, like you'd have all these rockers also tapping to ABBA.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's about melody and it's uplifting. You know, and it does uplift.
Okay, Jimmy, those are my questions.
Great.
Thank you very much for this interview. Also very
easy.
Yeah, thank you.
Great.
Much appreciated.
So this song is called Freak.
Someone who won't hold back to pull the fake apart. They'll never have You got